Hello, Capricorn. Your weekly love tarot reading begins with Four of Pentacles, Empress energy, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. The person in this connection with you is coming in with the Knight of Swords. They see you as the Seven of Pentacles. The relationship is Hierophant energy, and we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck for your reading this week. We have a Page of Pentacles. All right, Capricorn. This is your weekly love outlook. A look into a particular connection that you have with someone in your life, right? This may or may not resonate for you, so let's just jump right into it. At the bottom of the deck, this is nice, and more page energy. This is nice, Page of Pentacles. It's curious. It's the beginning. It feels like just the start of something. Page of Pentacles energy is it's a nice energy to have at the bottom of the deck because it's the energy that's kind of underneath this entire connection, this relationship. And it's a feeling of wanting to work, wanting to put some effort in, having a little bit of curiosity, right? So this could be a new connection. We're going to see what it's all about. And of course, we're going to get clarifiers, but let's jump right in, Capricorn. You are coming into this week with in this period, next couple weeks, I would say, Four of Pentacles. And your person is coming in with that Knight of Swords. So you're going to be concentrating on work. You're dealing with work. And no surprise there, Capricorn, you're always kind of got one eye on your job or your money or your hustle. Your person is coming in with a Knight of Swords energy, and they have a lot of ideas right now. You know what I'm saying? They've got a lot of ambition, a lot of ideas. The next couple weeks, it feels like they're going to be following through with some plans that they have, but very aggressively so, right? Knight of Swords, very communicative, a lot of air, a lot of motion, a lot of activity, a lot of movement, right? And for you, like I said, very much concentrating on your business, concentrating on your money, concentrating on specifically maintaining your money. So here we go. We're going to start with the first set of clarifiers, and this is where the reading starts to get really interesting. We never know where we end up. You know, we can start with certain energies here, and I take each one at a time, but, you know, it can take a left turn at any moment. So let's see that Four of Pentacles. And just as I said, out comes the Devil. That's your card, your power card. Out comes your power card. Let's shuffle and get your person's clarifiers before I get into it. Nine of Cups, happiness, and Seven of Pentacles right next to the other one. So this is a beautiful reading. Here we go. Capricorn, I love it when your power card shows up. The Devil is your card. And of course, you know, a lot of people, Devil energy, assume that this is always bad. It isn't. Devil is highly creative. Highly, highly creative. And the flip side of that creativity is sometimes self-indulgence. You know, that passion and that desire has to go somewhere, right? Creativity is fueled by passion and desire. And when we don't have healthy outlets for that, that's when we get into, you know, the traditional sort of interpretation of devil energy, shadow, addiction, you know, grasping, wanting, right? We have Queen of Cups here also, Capricorn. So it's interesting. You have this Four of Pentacles right now, and it almost feels like, you know, you're trying to maintain your stability here because of this connection. You have this connection with this person, and it's very important for you to maintain it, right? I think this devil energy is coming in almost as a trigger maybe, or a bit of a, I want to say a temptation, right? And you're not wanting to be tempted right now because this connection here, when we look at the Page of Pentacles energy there, is all about maintaining your stability. You're dealing with someone here, Capricorn. You have someone in your life that you have a love connection with where the both of you are really trying to sort of maintain stability in the sense of the house, the bills. Do we have everything that we need? You know, do we have everything we need so that we can, you know, do the things that we want type of energy, right? It's very important. And so if I come to your person, as I say, they're coming into this period, they're quite happy. They're quite happy. But they're also thinking about work just as much as you are in a way. They may be going through a shift though with that Seven of Pentacles. They may be going through a bit of a change. Again, with that Knight of Swords there, I was saying at the beginning, your person may be dealing with really changing their outlook on their work or their job or their business. They may be switching gears or shifting a little bit into a different lane in terms of the expertise or the workload or the type of work that they're doing. Some of you are dealing with someone who may be leaving a job, right? They're trying to maintain, they have happiness here. They're trying to maintain their happiness, and they're trying to maintain their happiness with you as well, because this is the love connection reading, right? So it's quite interesting. It's like this reading is all about Capricorn. It's all about you and your person making, I want to say, making compromises, perhaps acting on plans, doing things right now, all towards the same common theme or goal, rather, which is to maintain stability, right? Which ultimately maintains the relationship. For instance, you may be in a relationship right now where you two may have been a little bit stretched out financially. You may not have been able to go away or do some of the things that you wanted to do recently, or even you may be falling short on some of the bills, and this is affecting the relationship. And so right now, the both of you are trying to work on that in a very strong way. You have so much Pentacles energy here for a love reading. So it's a very physical next couple of weeks. Some of you are moving, right? Some of you are moving, some of you are changing jobs. It's all because you're trying to maintain your happiness here and your contentment with each other. Some of you may have been dealing with jobs where you're working too much and you weren't spending enough time with each other even, right? It's like really down to that. Now, how do you both see each other? This is so beautiful, Capricorn. You see your person as Empress. And again, they see you as Seven of Pentacles. So again, it's like you and your person are both such hard workers. Your person is your divine feminine, Capricorn. So again, you see them as this beautiful sort of creative, nurturing. We're going to get clarifiers, but just your divine feminine. And that's why it's so important. I feel like right now is such an important time for you where you're really focusing in on making sure that your person is nurtured and happy and has everything they need. And this depends on you making sure that your job is stable, okay? That your work is stable, Capricorn. They're doing the same thing, right? But they see you as the Seven of Pentacles. They see that how hard you work. This is like a really nice, beautiful sort of love reading for a Capricorn that is that has like this great relationship with their partner when it comes to work and exchange, and who's going to work more and who's bringing in money, who needs a rest, who doesn't, what do I need to do to make sure, and it's a lot of little details, like getting up earlier to drive your person to their job and then going to your job and then you guys switch off. There's a lot of that going on. Now give me some clarity on that Empress, Nine of Wands and Ten of Cups. There may have recently been a period where you again, it goes back to the struggling. There's been some struggle here, a little bit of struggle here, and that's why it's concentrating so much. Magician. Oh, and another 10 of Cups and 10 of Swords. There has been some struggle here, because it's like, well, what's the message? Why does Spirit want to remind me of how great we're doing? Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is that there has been 9 of Wands is coming in, and 10 of Cups. There's been some burdens recently, I think, either in your family or your life or in your person's family situation. That's what Spirit's telling me. That's what I feel. Intuitively, I feel strongly that this is a family issue as well. So this may indeed be, Capricorn, a period of time where burdens and responsibilities. And when I say burdens, it's like, okay, it's not bad. It's like you're a burden. You do these you've assumed or taken on burdens or responsibilities out of love, but they're still burdens. And it does feel like the message here is that recently both you and your person have begun to really focus more on each other and putting effort into adjusting your lives and the responsibilities you have in your lives, and maybe even some of the burdens you've taken on to ensure that you both have what each other needs. Okay. There's may have been a little bit of struggle here financially, but again, this is the end. It feels like you both are coming to the end of a really difficult period. Okay, for your person, it was a little bit different. For you, I think this issue with the family responsibilities is mostly on your end, Capricorn. Now, these readings, of course, can be vice versa, but it does feel a little bit like it's mostly on your end. Um, and you're dealing with that. You've dealt with that in a very strong way. Some of you, right? That some of you have been sort of dealing with family issues where someone else in the family may have been an addict. Okay. There have been some difficult issues where somebody else in the family may have been an addict, somebody very close to you. And again, it's been a burden you've carried in terms of dealing with them, perhaps, being there for them, maintaining your own stability financially. But you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that state of having to sort of deal with that in some way, be responsible. And happiness is coming in. Your person, magician energy, 10 of swords. For them also, it almost feels like the end of this period of dealing with this outside sort of pressure is also allowed your person to finally stop feeling like they don't matter. I think that what you're dealing with here, Capricorn, it is a beautiful reading for a beautiful relationship that has really been under a lot of outside pressure. And right now, you are both about to go into a period where you are just concentrating on each other. You're letting go of that pressure. You're letting go of that responsibilities that aren't really yours to carry. There feels like there was a lot of that here as well. Carrying responsibilities for other people. So there's been a lot of that, and that's coming to an end. Some of you indeed may even be able to finally have some quality time together, it feels like. Some of you may finally be able to do that move that you've been wanting to do. Okay. I will tell you this. If you're resonating with this reading, I think there are some of you out there who don't realize how hard this has been on your person. This has really taken a toll on them in a lot of ways. I think that you may not realize, because from your point of view, Capricorn, you really love them and they're your divine feminine. But from their point of view, being able to sort of come from underneath of all this pressure, and this, again, I feel such strong family pressure here, has really also helped them. It's marked a period. It's marked an end, rather, to a period where your person didn't feel as important as you actually think they are, right? They may not have realized that. You might want to have some conversations with them about that, Capricorn, because they may not know that. You love them, but because of the focus that you've had to put on outside issues, especially difficult issues with that devil energy and the nurturing and caring Queen of Cups that you've had to put in, your person may not see that. Now, how do you see the relationship and your roles in the relationship? So, for you, we had 7 of Wands, and for them, Hierophant. So, your relationship right now, you feel like it's time that you fight for this, that you maintain this. This 7 of Wands goes back to the energy over here of that 4 of Pentacles. It's a feeling of, listen, this is my patch of the world, meaning this relationship. This is my patch. This is what I feel, this is what is important to me. And anybody who's trying to interfere, I'm going to fight them. I'm not physically, we're talking about not letting people in, creating boundaries, pushing back. 7 of Wands is valor. It's the courage to stand up to people and let them know, hey, you're not going to get a piece of me, or you're not going to get interfere, or I'm sorry, I can't do that right now because I have to go meet my partner somewhere. We're doing this. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy coming in. And I think that this is because you've done enough. You've done enough in another area. You've paid your dues, you've done what you couldn't do, and now it's time for you to really protect you and yours. Your person is coming in with that beautiful Hierophant. They see this relationship, they are completely devoted to this relationship, to this connection. The Hierophant, in fact, is really another side of the devil. It's like in the devil, we don't really believe in anything but ourselves. But in the Hierophant, we believe in something very strongly. We're very devoted to it. And here, your person is extremely devoted to this relationship. Again, I will say, if you're coming to this reading, Spirit really is letting me know. My intuition is really telling me as well that you should remind your person how much you love them. Remind them of all of the wonderful things you think about them, and have those open and frank discussions, because they deserve it. And if it's vice versa, hopefully they'll be doing that for you. If they were the ones, and if it was their family and friends that you guys were carrying the burden for, regardless, have those communications. And I look ahead to that Queen of Swords. Communication, honesty. Let's get some clarity on that Seven of Wands. What is my beautiful Capricorn having to fight against here? What's coming in? Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's just people wanting to block your forward motion. All right, Capricorns, people are just going to be jealous about, not jealous, but it's like you've been an important person, like you've taken on important responsibilities that people, when people get used to you carrying them, and people get used to you taking care of them, when you move on to something that's important to you that doesn't involve them, there's a lot of fear there. And so you're going to be getting a lot of, I want to say, people who may come into you over this period as you begin to focus and orient, your focus on your partner and your relationship, because it's high time. You may get some people putting up a fuss saying, oh, no, keep paying attention to me. It's not going to happen. Show me a little bit more about that Hierophant, that beautiful devotion that your person has for my Capricorn. There's the king to his queen. And the Three of Pentacles, yeah, they're ready to sort of build a life. It feels like you two have been putting a life on hold in a way, okay? It comes right back to Page of Pentacles, that freedom and curiosity to begin to build something. It just feels like you, Capricorn, and again, it could be vice versa, have really taken on responsibility for something in your life. And that came from the heart, that came from love, that came from a sense of responsibility, and wanting to support and take care of people. But it's taken a toll. And now you guys you are coming out of it, that responsibility for whatever reason. It's going to be different for everyone who resonates with this reading. But there's some reason now that is now receding, and you're able to move forward now into your life with your person and really follow your own heart and desires. And your person is ready. They've been waiting for that, right? They're ready to have this bond with you. They're ready to move forward with you. So are you. But you will get some pushback. Some of you will get some pushback. And I really do urge you to have those conversations with your person. Don't take it for granted that they know you love them. Okay? Yeah, they know you love them. And I'm not suggesting for 1 second that they don't know you love them. But you still have to say it. Sometimes you really still have to break it down and explain and be like, no, I don't just love you because I love you. I love you because I really do appreciate how much you've been supporting me while I've been dealing with it. Yes, I've noticed that. Yes, of course, I'm aware of how much you've given up, and maybe you're not. Maybe you're not aware. And that's the reason why we have those conversations. So let's get some zodiac energies. Some zodiac energies first and some cards. And then I'll get some zodiac runes out to see who you might be dealing with. Let's get some zodiac energies out for this reading. Discrimination, Venus and Virgo, power and acquisition. Moon in Scorpio and Sun in Taurus. So discrimination, yeah, discriminating between, what requires your time and energy and devotion and what doesn't anymore. Like what, because you can't be there for everyone, right? Power, Moon and Scorpio. Yes, exhibiting that power, your own power, boundaries. Scorpio is also all about boundaries, and acquisition, excuse me, Sun in Taurus, right? Your sister sign. So acquisition, I do feel like you are on the cusp of a whole new kind of adventure here, right? With your person. But like we don't even know what that is because you've been taking care of everyone else for so long. Now let's go ahead and look at these final energies. For you, Hermit, for them, Queen of Swords. Yeah, I do believe that you are going to, there's a feeling here, and this Hermit does not mean, I don't feel for one second that you're moving away from your person, but I do feel like you're moving away in general from a lot of people around you. This next stage for you is going to be a really deep, introspective, kind of private stage because I feel like you've given so much out. And you're really going to be, it feels like now that as you go through this period and you go through all of this, you're going to be shifting into like kind of just you and your person, and they're happy to do that. They have Queen of Swords coming in. They feel absolutely relieved to be able to be who they want to be honest, to show who they are, to be honest with you. I think there's a period of time that comes in after the laying down of all of this sort of responsibility and burden here, especially with this devil energy. Some of you absolutely had to deal with an addict in a family, absolutely, or someone who required a lot of care because of self-destructive behavior, right? But coming out of that Queen of Swords here for your person, they feel so relieved that they're able to really just relax now and talk, because I think your person has really had to hold in a lot to support you. All right, let's pull your zodiac runes out and see what you're dealing with. You're dealing with Cancer. Wow, some of you dealing with a Cancer. Some of you are dealing with a Gemini. Wow. And some of you are dealing with yourself, a Capricorn. Wow. Nice energy. Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn. As I always say, you may or may not have those in your chart. Your person may or may not, and that's fine. However it resonates for you. Just take that and leave the rest behind. That's your reading for this week, Capricorn. I do hope it resonated for you. I'm going to go ahead and head over to the extended reading now, where we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look here, and we will be looking at your animal spirits and your other oracles. But for right now, Capricorn cross watchers, I thank you so much for coming to this video, and I wish you all love, life, and happiness. Bye-bye now.